Good morning, crazy people. Do you want to hear a crazy story? Well, plenty of people already think I'm crazy, but God just spoke to me. Not an audible voice in my head or external voice or anything like that. Those were things of the past. In Hebrews chapter 2 today, in my daily chapter reading, as I'm reading one chapter of the New Testament a day, I came across something that I was reading in the Old Testament as I'm reading all the way through the Bible in another plan in Psalms 8. Exactly what I read yesterday. It says in Hebrews chapter 2, verse 6, "What is a man that you remember him, or the Son of Man that you care for him? You made him lower than the angels for a short time. You crowned him with glory and honor and subjected everything under his feet." Well, it blew my mind this morning when I read that, because literally, as I'm reading all the way through the Old Testament, it struck me that in the book of Psalms, chapter 8, exactly what I had read. It's right there. And I had highlighted it yesterday, even because it's quoting Job that I just finished through my Old Testament reading right before Psalms. And it's quoting just a mere little part of it. It says, "What is a mere man that you think so highly of him and pay so much attention to him?" So, as the writer of Hebrews says multiple times, today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your heart. God speaks all the time, especially through his word. It is alive and active. And I ask you today, what is a mere human that you may think so highly of him? If you look back at what the writer of Hebrews is actually writing about, I didn't even know it when I read that in Psalms yesterday. But he goes on, "For in subjecting everything to him, he left nothing that is not subject to him. As it is, we do not yet see everything subjected to him, but we do see Jesus made lower than the angels for a short time, so that by God's grace he might taste death for everyone, crowned with glory and honor because he suffered death. For in bringing many sons and daughters to glory, it was entirely appropriate that God, from whom and through whom all things exist, should make the pioneer of their salvation perfect through suffering. For the one who sanctifies and those who are sanctified all have one Father. That is why Jesus is not ashamed to call them brothers or sisters, saying, 'I will proclaim your name to my brothers and sisters. I will sing hymns to you in the congregation.'" And that's a quote from Psalms 22. And I even posted about that this morning. God is alive and he's speaking ever so clearly. Do you hear him?